Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff.
And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So UCLA's offense will have the football first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. He's going to run it. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Play fake, Iamaleava. Hauls it in. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He's got it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Andrew Marsh. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The 3 of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The run inside. It's Marshall. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Knight. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Now, Iamaleava finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Throwing, Underwood finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got a little grass. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open. No problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kicked the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Play action, Iamaleava. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Knight. Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for space. It's Knight. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava finds a man on the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Iamaleava on the play action. Got the quick pass. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Iamaleava. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bruins.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Underwood, quickly complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Running inside. It's Knight. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Play fake. Iamaleava finds his man. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they've regained the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes his man miss. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's got it. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still looking on the move. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Paul, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the #1 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Sooners, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the Big House. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires downfield. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. Direct snap. It's Marshall. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running the red zone, it's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick release by the QB. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Gets rid of it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. So the 16-play drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Iamaleava slings it downfield. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Bears the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Knight. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Working that left side now. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Complete to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. They're working that left side, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Now on 2nd down. The give on the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. The only drama left, awaiting the clock to run out, gives us a minute to check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country and get a win like this late in the season, and that really adds some strength to your playoff resume. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood fires to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires quickly. Got room at the 35. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Play action, Iamaleava. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Knight. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's Underwood to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the RPO, complete. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Running inside, it's Knight. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Imaliava. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Underwood on the play action. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Finds a little space. Could be an alley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're...
Makes the grab in their space. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires on the move. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. And it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. The handoff, keep working on that clock. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Underwood keeps looking downfield. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up. And your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons.